Sir, good morning.
Good.
Okay, sir. We will start. Sir.
Okay, sir. Each morning, born with new hope and new beginning, what we do today is matters most. A happy and a blissful morning to all. On behalf of Institutions Innovation Council and Career Guidance and Higher Education Cell of PPG College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, jointly organizes a 5-day skill development program for students. And I welcome you all for the first day of SDP. And the topic of today is Impact of Social Entrepreneurship. The motive of this SDP is to tune the students and to guide them in the right path, and we hope that the students will be benefited through this SDP. I feel much happy to welcome you all again. With this, I would like to invite Mr. K. Jayakumar, co-convener, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy morning to one and all present over here. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all for the 5-day skill development program for students. I would like to welcome our honorable chief guest of the day, Mr. J. Vignesh, Director, Startup and Entrepreneur Initiatives and Relationship Manager, Namaste Bharat, Singapore. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir. Next,
Thank you.
I would like to welcome Dr. N. Muthumani, Principal of our college. We welcome you, ma'am. I extend my welcome to the head of the department and my dear faculty of our institutions and students. Once again, on behalf of PPG College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, I welcome you all for the wonderful session today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Next, I feel happy to invite Dr. S. Harikrishnan, convener of this STP, to introduce the guest of the day.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for inviting me to share my understanding on social entrepreneurship. So I'm just sharing my screen. I think my screen is visible to everyone. Ellarkum theriyudla? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just share a few things about the social entrepreneurship. So myself, Vignesh, I'm just a social entrepreneur and director at First World Community for Startup and Entrepreneur Initiative and relationship manager for Namaste Bharat, which is a Singapore-based company, and co-founder and CEO at Spise, which is delivery applications for food and groceries. So I just want to say that social entrepreneurship something like we creating the better world, because I just want to give some comparison between job as an entrepreneur as in social entrepreneur. எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும் job which is means something we going for work for others and get the revenue and keep the family safe. And entrepreneurship something like starting own business, just work for profit and also so vara profit la we giving the employee salary and adlum okay. But social entrepreneurship is different, because social entrepreneurship is something we find the social problem and as a team we try to solve them. So here, so I have video to share about social entrepreneurship.
Mervyn is a young entrepreneur who knows how to get things done. He inherited Marge, a cow that his grandpa always said was one very smart and special cow. Marge loves Mervyn very much and gives him lots of milk from which he makes delicious cheese. Everyone loves Mervyn's cheese and his business is going well. However, Mervyn is not happy. Over the years, he has noticed his country becoming more and more impoverished. Unemployment is high and everybody's leaving in pursuit of a better future. Seeing Mervyn so sad, Marge decides it's time to help him and his country. She reveals to him the concept of social entrepreneurship. It's like any other entrepreneurship where your product is placed on the market and profit is generated. However, the profit is not used exclusively to enlarge the wealth of the business's owner, but instead is reinvested in order to increase the quality of life and well-being of the entire community. Business success is also measured in terms of positive social and ecological impact. Suddenly, everything was clear to Mervyn, and he became a social entrepreneur. With his newly found business management knowledge, he is now able to successfully balance economic, social, and environmental goals. Social entrepreneurs identify social problems and use entrepreneurial skills to achieve positive changes such as environmental protection and conservation, job creation, meeting public, cultural, and health needs, the inclusion of the most vulnerable members of the community, and so on. With his example, Mervyn has shown us that changes are possible and that the power is in our hands. If you want to achieve something larger than plain profit, then find out more about social entrepreneurship and learn how you can positively affect your community while maintaining a steady income. And remember, by doing good for your community, you're doing good for yourself. Mervyn is a young entrepreneur who knows.
So I think this video clear that what is the social entrepreneurship and how we working, and okay, how it is achieved. So social என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் தெரிஞ்சாதான் we can sort out. So என்னன்னா we working with this 17 US sustainable development goals to find the problem in the society and address and try to solve them together. So here I want to give the brief on sustainable development goals, which is set up by United Nations General Assembly in 2015, and it should be achieved by 2030. There are 17 sustainable goals they are developed with various countries. All countries they decide that we want to solve this lot of problem in the society. So in the 17 common goals create பண்றாங்க. So which is no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industrial innovation and structure, reduced inequalities, sustainable city and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and strong institution, and partnership for the goals. In the 17 goals every country is trying to sort out the social problems. It should target in 2030. So I just want to share one video for you. Yeah. Sir, video clear தெரியுதுல? Yeah.
Hi guys. Do you have time for a few quick questions? I see you're having a lot of fun, but do you ever stop and think if what you do is sustainable? And do you know what sustainable development means? Sustainable development is to make the world a better place for everyone now without destroying the possibilities for the next generations. If you wonder if something is sustainable, you can ask yourself, can we do this over and over again forever? Sustainable development means that we need to keep three things in mind at once: social progress, economic development, and climate and environment. First of all, we have to take care of our planet. We have many natural ecosystems that must be in balance in order for us to live here. The climate system is one of them. This system ensures that the temperature is correct and that the atmosphere emits exactly the right amount of solar energy. When we emit harmful greenhouse gases such as CO2, we clog the atmosphere. This changes the temperatures on Earth, which again affects our development. How we produce and use energy is incredibly important. Oil and coal are examples of energy we may run out of. Water, wind, and sun, however, will always be here. Using the lasting sources of energy that renew themselves is good for the planet and can provide jobs for years to come. Economics. Almost everything we develop, buy, and trade starts with nature. The smarter we use our natural resources and the better systems we create for a fair distribution, the more sustainable we are. One way to contribute to a more even distribution is to be more aware of what we buy and how it is produced. A football is a good example. It travels far before it reaches the football players. First, materials are made. Then, they print the logo somewhere else before a third country sees it all together. One single football sees the whole world before it reaches its goal. This journey ties us together. If we are to win the battle for a sustainable future, we have to play with fair rules that applies to everyone. Social progress. We humans are part of nature, but we're also important resources for the world, just like water, the forest, and the sun. We have minds that can create the strangest and most creative things. But for us to be the best versions of ourselves, there are certain things that must be in order, like having equal opportunities to education, safety, food, and medicine. This provides greater opportunities for us as human beings, but also for the planet. We just have to think in new ways. These three must work together. That is sustainable development. And there's actually a plan for this. All the countries of the United Nations have agreed on a joint plan for sustainable development. But for the plan to work, we need to cooperate, and we need you to be on board. Are you with us?
This video explains that what is meant by sustainable development. Like, we want to consider the climate factors, and also use the natural resource very well, and also we want to bring equal opportunity for everyone in education, healthcare, in whatever ways we can. And also I give some share the video from the sustainable goals development.
This September, 193 countries will meet at the UN to adopt new global goals. These 17 goals provide a roadmap that will help the world achieve sustainable development. But what exactly is sustainable development, and how does it affect us? Sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. But what does that mean? Everyone understands the need to grow their economies, but not everyone takes into account the negatives that unbalanced economic growth can have on the environment and on people's well-being. It's time to change that by looking at the world in a different way. The Sustainable Development Goals will help us to do that. Sustainable development is about the big picture. It's about improving the lives of everyone, everywhere, and achieving all these things together. But it's also about the details. That means we want economies to grow, companies to thrive, and people to have decent work. We want to create new, innovative technologies, but not by harming the environment. We want everyone to have access to nutritious food regardless of where they live. We want affordable and quality education for everybody, not just a few. We want freedom of speech, but we don't want that to mean violence. But how can we achieve all of this, and where do we even start? Well, the 17 goals will mean member states, alongside civil society stakeholders and major groups, will be working together for the next 15 years, looking at ways we can do business differently so that everyone gains. With these 17 global goals as our guide, we can achieve sustainable development and live in a world where people and planet benefit. But we have to act now. This is the time for global action. To find out how you can get involved and learn more about the goals, go to www.un.org/sustainable development.
So you can visit this website afterwards, and you can check the more details and more updates on that. Sorry. I just give one more video on sustainable development goals overview.
Did you know that the UN Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action that unites 193 countries around the world? If these global goals are fulfilled by 2030, life on Earth will be better for everyone. So, what are these goals? Eliminate poverty in all its forms. No hunger. Everyone should have safe, nutritious, and sufficient food. Everyone has equal access to healthcare, thus ensuring our well-being and a healthy life. Equal access to a quality education. Ensure gender equality where women and girls have the same opportunities as men and boys. By achieving these goals, each member of our society will be equal, safe, and happy. UN global goals also include access to safe drinking water and sanitation, access to clean energy that is safe for people and the environment, sustainable and stable economic growth. Everyone has a decent job, strong infrastructure, and the support of innovations. Lower inequality within and among countries. Cities and settlements be developed without damaging the environment and people. Achieving these goals will result in the well-being of people and our planet. We can further take care of our environment with the following goals: sustainable and safe production and consumption of products. Take urgent measures to reduce climate change and its impact. Ensure the sustainable use and protection of ocean and sea resources. Restore and protect Earth's ecosystem. By achieving these goals, we will form a society where strong institutions ensure peace and justice. It is important for everyone to be involved and to build partnerships for achieving sustainable development goals. You are part of this process. Demand the implementation of these goals. Take the lead and share information with your friends.
These are the goals you can understand easily through this video. So what we're trying to do is combine every other social entrepreneur together, and other countries also. We're working with other countries also, bring them together and discuss the things, and we trying to solve some of the problems.
Did you know that?
So I just want to say that sustainable development goals are important. I just seen this video. I'm very you can understand easily.
لما أصعب لحظة بحياتي لما جيت من المدرسة لقيت أبوي ميت.
أصعب لحظة لما الجيش أخذ البلاد. أصعب لحظة بالعمر كله.
من جينا ما لقينا شيء ناكل. لما توفى أبوي ما بحد يساعدنا. يعني أنت تهتم الصبح ما تموت إلا لا.
شو أصعب لحظة بحياتك؟
أصعب شيء بحياتي لما مرضت وأبوي ما أحسن ياخذني على المشفى لأنه ما معه مصروف.
شنو أصعب شيء مريتوا؟
مرينا بأنه بابا فارقنا صار 9 سنين دولة ثانية.
شو هي أصعب لحظة عندك؟
أصعب لحظة أن رحلت تركت ألعابي بالضيعة.
So this video shows that why sustainable development goals is important in every country. This video from Syria actually, and you know what happened Syria a few years back, and still the same effort is continuing also. So we are grateful for living the peaceful country. So we must be grateful for that. And there is some data of problems in every country. So I just share few problems which we trying to solve through our communities. And here the no poverty is first goal will be a no poverty. You know there is 70 million people are pushed into extreme poverty in 2020. So this is the data actually. And here zero hunger, there is many people don't know they don't know if they will get food or not. And less than half of the population do not receive the health service. And here in 2030 there is estimated that 200 million children will be out of the school. And also due to COVID implications, there are many violence are taken against the women. But the good thing is the frontline workers are most of them from is women only. So they contribute more for during the COVID actually. And here the sixth is clean water and sanitation. You know, 2.2 billion people is still lack of drinking water, and 4.2 billion people lack of safety management sanitation. Still many people not receiving the right water also. And here affordable energy and clean energy. You know, there is 789 million people lack of electricity still today. And it's something everyone need to know that there is something due to COVID, there is a 4 million job losses due to this. And India facing also huge job losses, and we also trying to rectify that with the help of government and corporates actually. And this database shows that less than in each 5 people, only one person can able to access the internet through the world. And also due to pandemic, there is a lot of vulnerable things happening against older persons, children, women, and migrants and refugees. So these are the problems we want to sort out under this 10th goal. And in 11th goal, there is something like the people moving from urban place to and going to slums due to some economic issues these days. And 12th will be something you know, there is a waste of electronic waste. It's grow by 38%, but it is not recycled properly. So this goal help us to find this kind of problem and solve it out. And this This is a climate action. 2019 it was something second warmest year in the overall period of life. And this climate change is affecting of 39 million people directly, because we want to address this climate change also properly. And this life below water is something due to waste from the factories and other industries. There is a huge acidification happening in the oceans that affects the ocean living beings directly. And this life on land, it's based on protecting the life on land, which is something more of species is dying because of our deforestation and other activities. And this COVID also caused due to our terrifying the animals actually. And this goal is to bring the peace, because there is a huge problem in other countries. Recently you crossing a lot of war happening, protest happening in US, something like that. So this goal is to ensure to bring the peace among the people. So there is some around 79 million people are feared there will be war happen again or something like that. And this goal is to bring a partnership from every country and invest in particular some country which the people are more affected. So these are the goals, and why the importance of the goals actually. And our organization, how we focusing and helping the society. First World Committee is which is non-profit organization which is developed for modifying job aspirant into job person. We changing the people who helping the people who passionate to the business, and with the help of them we attaining social change. So the founder of this organization was Dr. C.K. Ashok Kumar sir, and he is the president of Asian Pacific Vegan Union and active member in Indian Vegetarian Network, and he is a trustee and social activities in one of the organization in Tirunamalai, which there is a 3,000 more than 3,000 children are there. And just a small video from Ashok sir.
நமது கல்வித்தரம் எப்படி இருக்கிறது, எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒருவருக்கு வாழ்க்கையில் பயனுள்ளதாக அமைந்திருக்கிறது என்று கேட்டால் அது ஒரு கேள்விக்குறியாக தான் இருக்கிறது. ஏனென்றால் இன்றைக்கு நாம் படித்த கல்விக்கும் செய்கிற தொழிலுக்கும் நமது வாழ்க்கைக்கும் சம்பந்தம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறது. என்னையே ஒரு உதாரணத்துக்கு எடுத்துக்கொண்டால், நான் ஒரு வக்கீல் தொழிலாக வக்கீலுக்கு படித்துவிட்டு வக்கீலாக பணியாற்ற வேண்டும் என்று எனது தந்தையாரின் பெயரிலே நான் அந்த வக்கீல் துறைக்கு படித்தேன். ஆனால் செய்த காரியங்கள் என்னவோ, ஒரு ஷாம்பு தயாரிக்கும் ஒரு தொழிலதிபராக என்னால் வர முடிந்தது. இதே நிலைதான் என் சகோதரரும் ஒரு சிறந்த கண் மருத்துவராக இருந்தார். ஆனால் அவர் எடுத்துக்கொண்ட துறையோ ஒரு ஷாம்பு, அது போல சில பொருட்களை கன்சியூமர் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் என்று சொல்வார்கள், அது அந்த பொருட்களை எல்லாம் உருவாக்கும் ஒரு வியாபார வித்தகராக அவர் பிற்காலத்திலே அறியப்பட்டார். ஆக இந்த தொழில் நுட்பங்கள் எல்லாம் எங்களுக்கு முதன்மையிலே கல்வி கற்கும் காலத்திலே கிடைத்து விட்டிருந்தால் இன்னும் பல உச்சங்களை தொட்டிருப்போம். எனது தந்தையார் ஒரு சிறந்த கல்வியாளர். அவர் ஒரு சிறந்த கணித மேதை. ஆனால் அவருக்கு சில கெமிஸ்ட்ரி நாலேஜும் கொஞ்சம் இருந்திருக்கு. அதை கெமிஸ்ட்ரிக்குள்ள சில ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பண்ணணுன்ற ஒரு ஆர்வம், பேஷன் இருந்தது. ஸோ தட் இஸ் இஸ் கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி எல்லாம் அங்கே வெளிப்பட்டது. ஒரு 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 டீச்சராக இல்லாமல் ஒரு தொழிலதிபராக தன்னை மாற்றிக்கொண்டார். அதுல இருந்து we are inspired by his passion towards creating new products, new ideas என்று எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு முன்னோடியாக, இன்னோவேட்டராக, எங்களுக்கு ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாக எங்க தந்தையார் இருந்தார். He was our mentor to get into the entrepreneurship. அதைத்தான் இன்றைக்கு கல்வியாக நாங்கள் பிற்காலத்திலே நாங்கள் மட்டும் சிறந்த தொழிலதிபர்களாக இருந்தால் மட்டும் போராது, இந்த சமுதாயமும் ஒரு சிறந்த தொழிற்கல்வி கற்க வேண்டும், தொழில் யுக்திகள் நிறைய வர வேண்டும் என்றுதான் நாங்கள் நினைத்தோம். அதன்படிதான் பல தொழில் அதிபர்களை உருவாக்கும் முயற்சியில் CK ஃபேமிலி ஆகிய நாங்கள் எல்லாம் இருக்கிறோம். இன்றைக்கு சைனா ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய வல்லரசாக அறியப்படுகிறது. காரணம், தொழில் முனைவுகளில் அவர்கள் முன்னேறி இருக்கிறார்கள். ஒரு 30 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பு நம்ம கிட்ட ஒரு பைசைக்கிள் எல்லாம் வாங்கி கொண்டிருக்கிற ஒரு சைனா, அவங்ககிட்ட ஒரு மோட் ஆஃப் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சைக்கிள் மட்டும்தான். இன்றைக்கு உலகத்திலே ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய வல்லரசாக, ஒரு தொழில் நிறுவனமாக, ஒரு மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் கேபிட்டல் ஆஃப் the world என்பதிலே அறியப்படுகிறார்கள். காரணம், they have transformed their economy into an entrepreneurial economy. அந்த நிலையைத்தான் நாம் நமது இந்திய தொழில் பொருளாதாரத்தையும் மாற்ற வேண்டும் என்ற நிலையிலே தொழிற்கல்விக்கு முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுத்து நாம இந்த கல்வித்துறையிலே மாற்றங்கள் கொண்டாட வேண்டும். நாம் படித்த
So he sharing that his views on how the Indian economic should be. And next video is revolution made by their family.
One fine morning.
So this video shows that how they come into the entrepreneurship journey, and this will be more inspiration. They only inspired me to be an entrepreneur and also the social entrepreneur.
That day started to One fine morning, that day started pretty normally for Chinni Krishnan. His wife Hema went about her daily chores, the children left for school, and as always, Chinni Krishnan rode his humble bicycle and went to his school where he taught mathematics. But that particular day, his head was in a different space. He was immersed in a sea of thoughts. He carried it home that evening. He had made an important decision. He had quit his job. He wanted to pursue his dreams. Hema, the loving wife she was, didn't stop him. She knew that her husband's dream was truly noble. Whatever a rich man enjoys, a poor man should be able to afford. Equipped with an unbreakable will, Chinni Krishnan decided to make pharma products affordable to the poor. He made single-dose packs of sulfonamide, Epsom salt, boric powder, and arrowroot powder that were being sold only in big packs. He started selling these monodoses directly to drugstores without the help of middlemen. He further reached out to smaller towns through vans. It was working. Shortly, he set up his own pharmacy at home, Vale's Pharmacy. The dream had gained momentum. Chinni Krishnan and Hema were traveling to Chennai. A thief stole their bag and added the much-needed twist to the tale. When the bag was retrieved, Hema noticed that the glass bottle with hair oil kept inside the bag had broken and had messed up all their clothes. Hema's casual suggestion on monodose packaging for liquids set Chinni Krishnan thinking. This was the first step towards creating sachets for liquids. Chinni Krishnan worked extensively on shampoos and hair oils with a monodose perspective. A hosepipe sparked the idea of a sachet design. Though it was logistically challenging, it pushed Chinni Krishnan to innovate further. A simple plastic sealing apparatus was the next inspiration. He modified it in a friend's workshop to create a customized sachet sealing apparatus. After multiple trials and errors, Velvet was born in a pillow pack. Chinni Krishnan started selling them directly to retailers. The going was slow but seemed promising. Chinni Krishnan passes away, suddenly, abruptly, leaving behind his big dream. But the idea was so path-breaking that it had to reach out. His sons Rajkumar and Ashok Kumar took over the mantle. Shortly, they were joined by Ranganathan and Kumaravel, his other two sons. After braving a lot of struggle, skepticism and adversity, they did it. Velvet was accepted. More and more people embraced it. As the world gaze increased, it became obvious that sachets were here to stay. As time passed, companies that were apprehensive started trials. Every big multinational followed suit and started selling shampoos in sachets. After all these years, Cabin Care has carried forward this great dream. Now every product in every category is available in sachets. Sachets have touched 1 million lives, changed people's lifestyles forever. No wonder sachets featured among the top 10 innovations of the last century, standing testimony to that one man's dream, without which this revolution would have remained a dream. Late Sri Chinni Krishnan, the father of sachet revolution.
So this is a short video of their family, how they come into big venture. So one small idea for changing the society brought them into big picture actually. Now Cabin Care is something multi-crore company now. Is the brothers C.K. Ranganathan is a founder of this Cabin Care actually. So this is an example of social impact projects. And also I want to talk about one more person who inspired me to be a social entrepreneur. It's a Pratik Gauri, and he only campaigning UN SDGs development goals, which I shared before. And he also represent India in Nobel Peace Prize Forum, World Economic Forum, and many other forums. He represent because of India. And here is a short video on interviewing the overseas.
Hello and welcome back to Innovators. And with me is Pratik Gauri, the president of Fifth Element Group, India. Welcome, and I'm so excited to hear about the Fifth Element Group because it sounds like you're doing so much amazing work. So give me an overview of what the Fifth Element Group is all about.
So thank you for having me. It's such a privilege. So we at Fifth, we're trying to create the fifth industrial revolution. And we're trying to engage the bottom billion, and making them go into a quantum leap where we leapfrog and then, alleviate poverty and achieve economic and social justice while also doing a very sustainable climate, making climate sustainable as well. But we unlock a social cause. So we're very innovative in the way that even if you're doing a brand marketing campaign, we would probably unlock a social cause, very deeply focused on one of the sustainable development goals of the United Nations.
The Fifth Element Group is a global organization. You're in charge of the India piece of it. I mean, that seems like a very noble but challenging goal to bring. So how are you doing that specifically? What are some things, what's the action plan to try to lift the billion people up?
So as you know, India, we have a huge demographic dividend. With that comes a lot of challenges, but a lot of opportunities as well. By demographic dividend, I mean, we are like 1.3 billion population right now, expected to be 1.7 in the next 5 years. We probably beating China in terms of population, and 50% of our population is under the age of 25. So about 600 million people. So that is where the demographic dividend comes in. That is where a lot of opportunity lies. Education is definitely one of the tools. And women and gender equity, we heavily support women. So we work on concentric circles, the lower one being gender equity. So I believe personally that, SDG 5, gender equity, has the power to lift other sustainable development goals of the UN as well.
Now, what role would technology play in your goals?
We're going to use technology to lift all these people. So just to give you an example, using AI, a lot of people have felt that people are going to lose jobs. That's the fifth industrial revolution. That's a huge myth. Everywhere, But I was at Davos this year, and we were having a session, and I got this point, that I believe that AI is actually going to create more jobs because the labor productivity is going to rise. By what I mean by that is, for instance, everybody's working on an 8 to 9 hour job. I think that's going to go away. People are going to do the 8-hour job in probably 4 hours.
Right, much more efficient.
Using AI, and those 4 hours, so the productivity goes up. And the labor productivity, once that goes up, that's the fifth industrial revolution all about. And that's where the humanity angle comes into play. And that's where we say we're going to create social and economic justice, very just climate change through AI, IoT, blockchain, and
I was just going to ask about blockchain because I know there's a big effort with blockchain and banking the unbanked and having them get access through their mobile devices to funds and transactions and things like that they don't have access to now. So I assume that is part of this as well.
Yeah, so in India, as you said, banking is also, when talking about bank, it's very unorganized. A lot of people don't yet have bank accounts. But we are creating, in India, we say we're doing a digital India and Make in India campaign. These are the two very prevalent campaigns that are running by the Prime Minister. And that is probably going to help people first open bank accounts. And that is where blockchain and everything's going to come into play because they need bank accounts. And that's going, and we are not even, a lot of population, I would say 1/5 of our population does not have electricity access. Not everybody has a mobile yet. Not everybody has internet connectivity.
Or Wi-Fi
rural. So a lot of potential for us as a company and for the entire country to lift the people by giving them access to technology, giving them access to banking, and then using blockchain and IoT.
How can someone follow the Fifth Element Group and see what kind of work you're doing? You have a website, YouTube channel, how can we follow you?
So the best way to A, website, and B, social media. We're heavy on social media. We, all the campaigns, we just did a campaign with Charity Water to lift a lot of people about drinking pure water, and that has crossed 1 million views now. So we're very, I believe social media is the best tool right now. To make people aware, and actually it inspires people to create, to get to act or to create action. So
okay, and we just go to Fifth Element Group on Facebook or Twitter and follow what you're doing.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, and thank you for the work you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Global changing. So that's great, and thank you as well. We'll be right back.
So Pratik is the person who I met recently, and I got inspired with him, and I started to do work with him also. And he's the Pratik recently recognized as an 40 under 40 and in Times actually.
A creative entrepreneur and a TEDx speaker, Times 40 under 40 recognizes Pratik Gauri, partner and India president, Fifth Element Group, as an exemplary leader, successful social entrepreneur, investor, and writer, widely known as the creator of the Fifth Industrial Revolution.
So thanks Times Group for recognizing my efforts to create the Fifth Industrial Revolution. We at Fifth Element Group are trying to do 3 things. Number one, We are mobilizing marketing dollars towards impact using the shared language of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Number two, we help recruit leaders who care, who are working at the intersection of purpose and profits. And number three, we create omni-win solutions between social entrepreneurs, government, private Fortune 500 companies, and ultra-high net worth family offices. So using these three pieces, they're trying to leapfrog the world from a fourth industrial revolution to the fifth industrial revolution, where we are trying to transition from a for-profit economy to a for-benefit.
So recently got recognized as an Times 40 under 40. So it's a video about them. And yeah, with the inspiration I got from them, with the Pratik Gauri and Ashok Masar, I have been traveling this journey, chosen to be a social entrepreneur. It's now I'm not to be a social entrepreneur actually. Now just like focusing on business, and I want to make money, profit. But their actions inspire me to be in part of the to be work with them along. So. We first world community taking some various initiative to attain SDG goals. So I'm coming with Spise is and I'm the co-founder of Spise. Actually, the Spise, what we're trying to do with Spise, it's like creating new entrepreneur in rural areas. And with the help of the team we creating every town, we planning to make zero hunger. The peoples out there should be receive their food for three times. And we also want to bring waste management do waste management by collecting waste from the hotel and convert it into organic fertilizer. We have the product for that. And also we trying to bring some women entrepreneurs do their own some products for the hotels. We are going to tie up. And also, if we create one entrepreneur, we can, along with that, we can create 10 employment opportunity there. And we going to use the electric bike for the delivery. These are the few initiative we going to operate with the Spise for where most of the development SDG goals are implemented. And these are our example with we done recently in the COVID. We given some oxygen concentrator, and we done some campaign for awareness for helmet, and also we with the help of the government actually. And we also bring some momentum for no hunger momentum in every town. And also I'm relationship manager in Namaste Bharat. This Namaste Bharat, which is an e-commerce platform, we focusing to promote the products from MSME, cottage industry, artisan, rural, urban, and women empowerment to build a sustainable livelihood by made Indian products globally. We trying to reach these products to 75 different countries. We are working on that. And this Namaste Bharat is inaugurated by Sri Nitin Gadkari, who is Minister of MSME and Road Transport. Actually, this short video of
आदरणीय पूर्णिमा कामत जी, आदरणीय मिनल जी, और विशेष रूप से नमस्ते भारत के सभी पदाधिकारीगण। मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि नमस्ते भारत की ओर से हमारे एमएसएमई और स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए विशेष रूप से उनके प्रोडक्ट का प्रेजेंटेशन हो, उनको अच्छा मार्केट मिले, उनको अच्छा एक्सपोजर मिले, इस भावना से आप एक बहुत अच्छे उपक्रम की शुरुआत कर रहे हैं।
So this is a video from the minister when he inaugurate the Namaste Bharat. So, and also we taking this Talentian, which is Talent Tamil Nadu, to upskill the students from every college and give them job opportunity, or if they are passionate about entrepreneurship, we give the real-time business opportunity. We conducted some MVP model of Talentian in June 12th with bringing a lot of eminent speaker from government, from overseas, to give some idea on the opportunity, which is current opportunity. And we taking this forward with our college also soon. And with this initiative is ongoing initiative actually, which is younger sister program, which is taken by X Billion Skill Lab startup from Mumbai. We coordinating with them. We given 30 mentees from one college, where these young girls receive the mentorship from various entrepreneurs for knowing the current opportunity, guiding them in their career. So any girls want to be the part of attend this younger sister program, you are welcome. You can contact me. So you can receive career guidance, lot of stuff through them actually. And I'm working with this Gandhi World Foundation, which is also non-profit organization, where we promote Gandhi teachings to the young generation. This 75th Independence Day, we bringing some concept of remembering the freedom fighter who are the reason for the enjoying the freedom right now. So we'll bring the Ascension Fashion actually, and this will be on by next week. We campaigning this as in salute our real heroes. So, and we bringing more celebrities to participate in this campaign actually. And LEAP is in one more initiative we're going to start from September. LEAP, which is something we support startup, which is especially for agri-tech startup, and we giving their mentorship, training, and also the funds they needed, and also the knowledge and how to go to the market. We entirely support end-to-end support for the startups. And other social initiative we are taking off. Nama Cafe is from the brother of CK Ashok Kumar sir, and where we giving the franchise opportunity for younger people who are unemployed, and we promoting vetiver, which is vetiver is in grass which helpful for soil erosion and climate change. For example, we place the vetiver in alongside the industry, it will absorb the carbon CO2 from the industry. So that kind of social project also we undertaken, and we supporting farmers in everywhere in Tamil Nadu. Actually, we doing some campaign awareness, and we doing a lot of stuff for that. And also we bringing Japanese technology and promoting sister city concept in Tamil Nadu. We working this with the government actually, and we also coming with the biogas project. We have some good tie-up with Indian Oil also, and like this we are coming with various opportunity which create an employment as well as entrepreneurship, and at the same time we trying to give huge impact to the society. And this is something initiative we taking. We opening the virtual inauguration in one of the university with the which is postponed actually, and Kevin Kerr giving some innovation awards 2020 for the best innovator. They go they're giving 1 lakh rupees for each good innovations. And yeah, that idea can change the entire world. This about these two people, their idea bringing huge impact in society. So I encourage everyone to come with idea, come with some good concept that will surely change the big way in society. And that your idea should be something which should solve a particular problem in the society. That should be also revenue model, and you should be that idea you want to last for years actually. Even I take 2 years to sustain in the business. Later only I got good people connections. It takes some time, immediately it never happen in business or some in life also. So it takes some time. You want to be consistent, we want to be strong, and never give up is an option. So I will give one more video. I will stop from here. This video is something creating tiles from carbon oxide from the industry. I'm closely working with this this startup also. I'm trying to bring them grants also. Yeah. So I think I given some few example with the video, what we're doing, what we working on the social entrepreneurship actually. I think this video gives some clarity on to everyone what is meant by social entrepreneurship, how the idea should be. The social entrepreneurship is something like not only making profit and also giving back to the society. It's an important concept of social entrepreneurship. So I'm stopped here. So any doubts or any clarification you can ask. I hope I given some beneficiary for your everyone time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Students, any doubts and any clarifications, you can ask now.
Yes, yes, sir. We coming with a Talentian, which is giving some 21st century skill training for the students, make fit into the companies, and also we place them into the few. We going to tie up with few corporates for their human resource needs actually. So these are the initiative we taken, and also the students who are interested after coming out of college to be an entrepreneur, we will give the opportunity, real-time opportunity, all the mentors, and we make them as we will travel along the way with the students actually. And also people who are interested in startups, like they have idea, they want to they want funding and other guidance, we can help them actually. Yeah, it's a free of cost, sir. No, we just working closely with the government also actually. We bringing everyone together and do this initiatives, sir. We will get support from various organizations, sir. It's not about single man, actually single organization. We bringing the same different organization together and make this possible actually. So I think I given some useful things. I feel I think okay. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, sir. Sure. Yeah. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Yeah. Sure. We'll support. We are here to support, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your energetic and enthusiastic address. Your words impressed our students, and I assure you that they will follow your ideas, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
To express the words of gratitude, I call upon Mr. S. Gokulanathan, Faculty Coordinator, to propose a vote of thanks.
The unthankful heart finds no mercy, but the thankful heart will find in every hour some heavenly blessings. A warm and wealthy noon to one of our most honorable chief guests, management committee delegates, and my dear friends. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of effort host on the 5-day skill development program. On behalf of Entech, first of all, my sincere thanks to Elementary God for making today's event a knowledge manipulation. By His blessings and grace, we are able to make the event what is was. On behalf of organizing MT, I extend a heartily vote of thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Vignesh, spread the time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear our thoughts. This will surely be going to encourage us in various aspects. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and shown us a new path. Thanks for sharing your knowledge today. A special mention to our respected principal, Dr. Mutmani, ma'am, for being the catalyst that stimulated us to be our best and standing as a pillars of strength. Thank you, ma'am. With a deep sense of appreciation, I thank all my dear students. To each one of you have made this event possible. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, dear students, for your active participation. We will catch you tomorrow with one more new guest and one more new ideas. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Okay, sir. I take a leave. Thank you for the opportunity. And yeah. Sure. Thank you.